Hello my fellow crocheters, this is Yana with Yana's Crochet. Thank you so much for being here today and I hope everybody's having a great day. Please subscribe to my channel, please like, share, comment. It all helps tremendously and I hope you enjoy my content. Today I'm going to show you how to make this very simple Tunisian crochet stitch that looks exactly like knitting. And as I've mentioned before, lately I've been really into Tunisian crochet because it seems just so simple to me, very easy to learn, and I just love the way the knitting looks. And these simple stitches that you can't really get from crocheting. This is the back of this pattern. Looks like purl stitch in knitting, and like I said, very simple. You only repeat 2 rows. One of them is exactly the same in all Tunisian crochet, so very simple. Let's get started. For today's tutorial I'm using this fun yarn called Darn Good Yarn. I will leave the link in the description below if you want to check it out. It's really great, and with my link you get 15% off. You can use any yarn for this pattern, and you use the hook that's recommended for your yarn size. Here I'm using Tunisian crochet hooks that I'm gonna also tag, so if you want to get yourself a nice set, this is it. These are really great. So go ahead and chain any number of chains, whatever the length you want it to be, depending on what you're doing. If you're just practicing, so you can do a short chain, that would work. And so with our forward pass, this first row is always exactly the same for all Tunisian crochet. So you are just basically picking up stitches. So you'll insert your hook, you'll start in the first chain from the hook, and then you'll yarn over and pull the yarn through, and you'll do it all the way across to the end of your chain. You just keep doing the same thing. Insert the yarn, pull the yarn through. Insert the yarn, insert the hook, pull the yarn through. All the way to the end. And don't forget your last chain. And this is what it should look like. I'm using a hook a little bigger than what's recommended, just so it doesn't get too tight. Okay, so on the way back, you yarn over and pull the yarn through just one loop on the hook. It's kind of like your chain 1. And then you pull through 2 loops. So yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Yarn over, pull through 2 loops, all the way to the end. So the only difference is in the beginning you only pull through 1 loop. Like I said, it's kind of like your chain 1, and then pulling through 2 loops at the same time, all the way to the end of the row. That's your first row completed. And now again, our forward pass, we are going to go in between those vertical lines that you see, kind of the loop. Looks kind of like the loop. So go inside, pick up the yarn, into the next one, right in the middle. So not in between those 2 loops, but in the middle of each loop. Those 2 vertical lines, there you go. And just you do that all the way to the end of the row. And don't forget your last stitch. It goes right there in the back. and then you're done. So now the pattern is starting to take shape. You can see what it's gonna look like. And now going back the same way, you know, pull through one loop first and then through two loops at the same time throughout this whole row, your backward pass. So you're just going backwards to the beginning. And now you're repeating row number 2. So again, you're going inside those loops, picking up stitches to keep them on your hook. Again, with your last stitch, it's the same thing. Goes right there. And that's it. And you just keep going, doing the same thing, repeating your backward pass and your forward pass. And you have this super simple knit looking pattern. And I hope you enjoy.